All right, let's talk about blackheads. You know, those tiny, super stubborn dots that just seem to love setting up camp right on our noses. Honestly, getting rid of them can feel like a full-time job. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what they actually are and then lay out a simple, effective game plan to finally get them under control.
Oh man, I think we can all relate to this feeling, right? This quote from Healthline just perfectly captures that universal experience. You think you're the only one staring at them in the mirror, but it's such a shared struggle. And you know what? It all starts with a huge misunderstanding.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. Before we can even think about treating them, we have to understand what we're actually dealing with, and that means we gotta bust the biggest myth about them first.
So here it is, the biggest myth we need to just get out of our heads. We're all taught to think that little black dot is dirt trapped in our pores. It's not. It's actually an open pore that's just filled up with oil and dead skin cells. And just like an apple slice turns brown when you leave it out on the counter, that gunk oxidizes when it hits the air. That's what creates the dark color. It's a chemical reaction, not a sign that you need to scrub your face harder.
So, to put it simply, here's our official definition. It's an open, clogged pore. That's it. And look, understanding this is so crucial because it changes our entire approach. We're not trying to scrub away dirt anymore. We're trying to manage oil and gently clear out those pores.
All right, now that we've got the science down, let's build our toolkit. This is all about creating a smart, consistent routine with the right daily and weekly habits. It's totally doable.
First up, the daily fundamentals. The name of the game here is balance. You want to wash your face twice a day to clear out sweat and oil, but do it gently. If you scrub way too hard, your skin kind of panics and produces even more oil, which just makes the problem worse. And the final piece of this daily puzzle, an oil-free sunscreen every single day. This protects your skin without adding more stuff that could clog your pores. Oh, and here's a super quick tip that really supports that daily cleanse. Your pillowcase, it collects oil, bacteria, and dead skin while you sleep. So just tossing it in the wash regularly is such a simple step that makes a real difference.
Now, let's move on to the weekly heavy hitters. These are the treatments you'll add into your routine, say once or twice a week, to give your pores a deeper clean. We're talking about things like masks and, yep, the ever so satisfying pore strips.
Clay and charcoal masks are fantastic. Seriously, they basically act like little magnets for your pores. They gently draw out all that excess oil and gunk. Just think of it as a weekly deep clean for your face. And this slide really nails the difference. Pore strips are so satisfying, right? You see the results immediately. But it's really a temporary fix, and they can be kind of harsh on your skin. Masks, on the other hand, are the long game. They're a gentler, more sustainable way to keep your pores clear over time. Okay, let's level up. Let's talk about the active ingredients that do the real heavy lifting here. This is the science behind getting and keeping those pores clear for good. So instead of those harsh, abrasive scrubs, let's talk about smart exfoliants. And this chart breaks it all down. Think of it this way. BHA, like salicylic acid, is oil-soluble. That means it can literally dive deep into the oily pore and clean it out from the inside. It's your #1 go-to for blackheads. AHA, like glycolic acid, works more on the surface, clearing away the dead skin cells before they can even cause a clog. That helps with your overall skin texture and brightness. Using both gives you a really complete strategy. But, and listen up, because this is the non-negotiable rule when you're using these acids. You're revealing fresh, new skin, which is extra sensitive to the sun. That daily sunscreen we talked about earlier, yeah, it just went from important to absolutely critical. Do not skip it. Another powerhouse ingredient you should know about is a topical retinoid. It's derived from vitamin A, and what it does is it speeds up your skin's cell turnover rate. Basically, it helps prevent those dead cells from building up and clogging pores before a blackhead can even start. Just a very important heads up, retinoids should be avoided during pregnancy.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about what to do, but honestly, knowing what not to do is just as critical. Avoiding these common mistakes can save your skin from a ton of irritation and, well, potential damage.
This is the question everyone is thinking. You see it staring back at you in the mirror, and that urge to just squeeze it is overwhelming. So can you?
The answer is a hard no. Seriously, whatever you do, resist that urge. And here's why. You risk permanent scarring, you can actually push bacteria deeper into your skin and make everything worse, and you'll definitely cause way more redness and irritation. This is a job that is best left to the professionals, like dermatologists or estheticians who have the right sterile tools for the job.
And here are a few more common traps to look out for. First, using the wrong tool for the job. Benzoyl peroxide is great for red, angry pimples, not blackheads. Second, just doing too much. Throwing a dozen products at your face is just going to irritate it. And finally, here's a surprising one. Self-tanner can actually make blackheads look darker because it settles into your pores. You see, sometimes what you don't do is the most important part.
Okay, deep breath. We've covered a ton of ground. Now, let's pull it all together into a simple, sustainable strategy for not just treating blackheads, but actually preventing them in the long run.
So let's just put it all together. This is your 4-point plan. It's not about some crazy 10-step routine. It's about these 4 simple, consistent actions. Gentle cleansing, smart exfoliating, daily protecting, and, probably the hardest one for a lot of us, resisting that urge to pick. Master these and you are on your way.
And if you remember only one single thing from this entire explainer, let it be this. A simple, consistent routine will always win against an aggressive, complicated one. It's not about attacking your skin. It's about working with it. So just be patient.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about pores. It's about understanding your own skin and feeling in control. You now have the toolkit and you have the knowledge. The next step is just putting it into practice consistently. I really hope this helps you do just that.